It's Wednesday, the 4th of December 2013, and this is part 12. So, leading on, excuse me, as I always say, from where I left off, I'm always hopeful that when I read the online reviews regarding online dating, there will be a shift from negative to positive. But realistically speaking, it's never going to happen. It will never ever improve. It's only getting worse and worse and worse. Maybe 50 years down the line from where we are now, it will improve. But at this moment in time, it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Every review is negative. So, as I've said many times, that clearly tells you somewhere along the line something is not quite working out right. With that being said, as I said before, for any men out there, any males who are using online sites for dating, it doesn't matter which site you use, the results you get will more or less be the same. Even if you use a paid site where you pay a subscription fee, it won't change the results, in my opinion anyway. You may get some more dates, but as I said before, the dates never seem to go too well either. So it's definitely a problem with the environment. That is what it comes down to. With that being said, one of the main complaints that you always hear, as I said before, from men who are online dating is lack of message replies. What I would say is, if I can paint a picture in your mind right now, out in the real world, take it from online and place it out in the real world. You are on an online site for dating. There's a female who catches your eye. She's over there. You decide that you want to send her a message. So, in front of you, there are 100+ men who are queuing up. Each man has a message that he wants to give to her in his hands. Some men may have more than one message. They may have 10, 15, 50 messages that they want to give to this one female. You now join the queue. So in front of you, there is 100+ men. So you have to wait your turn. You may have to wait a few hours, a few weeks, maybe even a month or two before you get to the start of the queue. When you make it to this female, you then hand her your message, and that's it. You now look behind you, and there are 200 more men who have joined the queue, each with a message that they want to hand to this woman, this female. Now you have to wait and see whether she reads your message. She may just throw it in the bin, as a lot of them do. If she does read your message, then you have to wait and see if she replies to your message. Then you have to see how the conversation goes. But don't forget, there was 100 men in front of you, and there's now 200 men behind you who are in the same position. So realistically speaking, what chance have you got of potentially not only getting a date, But taking it a little bit further, you have no chance whatsoever. You have 0% chance. As I've said many times, that is what you're looking at. Those are the odds which are stacked against you. It's a needle in a haystack, 1 in a million. If you send the same female 50 messages, you probably will get noticed. She will see that you're the same person. She may reply to you, but 9 times out of 10, the conversation never goes anywhere. It ends very abruptly. As I always said before, it never transpires into anything more than a very brief conversation. So it's a total and utter waste of time. Do not do it. Also, I would say that online dating is geared for women. It's not geared towards men. If you're a man on an online dating site, you have to put in some work, some may say. You have to send out messages, but it never does you any good. If you're a woman, you can just sit back and watch the messages flooding by the lorry load, and you can pick and choose who you want and who you don't. So online dating is basically geared for women and not for men. So if you are a male and you, as I said before, you are considering using one of these sites, you're wasting your time. You really are absolutely wasting your time. And in regard to dates, as I said before, when you read the reviews, they don't seem to go too well either. Nothing will ever change. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. I would say to any male out there, your best bet is probably to go out into the real world and meet people that way. You would have a much better opportunity of getting some type of rapport going than using these online sites for supposedly dating, which at the end of the day do not work. They absolutely do not work. As I said, maybe in 50 years' time they will work. Who knows? But I very much doubt they will improve. They're only going to get worse and worse and worse. So, that being said, this is part 12.